Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day: new grants through the Madison County Health Department. We've got the details on that, plus 4 EKU students receive a new scholarship, and Madison County Farmers Market meeting is right around the corner. Details on those. Plus, we're going to take a look at the weather with Sam, and of course, your sports report with Michael Watkins is coming up here today, live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, Wednesday, 3 more students at Eastern Kentucky University were awarded the Anthem Rural Medicine Scholarship. That brings the total number of recipients to 16 since the partnership between EKU and Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield formed a few years ago during the COVID-19 pandemic. I give Anthem so much credit for seeing a challenge in communities they serve and investing in trying to solve those, said school president Dr. David McFadden. The scholarship is awarded to students to advance their careers in medicine that will help serve some of the underserved areas in Eastern Kentucky specifically. Reportedly, Kentucky is operating with just under a 20% nursing shortage. This partnership aims to help with closing the gap while also allowing those in the medical field to advance their careers. One of this year's recipients is Krista Carlin, a labor and delivery nurse who was inspired to pursue the concentration by another nurse. My dad passed away from COVID, Carlin said, and I ended up getting COVID shortly after, so I went into the little clinic and met a nurse practitioner who was amazing. She reminded me of the basics of nursing that so often get forgotten. The partnership between EKU and Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield has reportedly generated $400,000 in scholarship money, with Anthem announcing an additional $100,000 during Wednesday's presentation ceremony. Congratulations to those EKU nursing professionals. Well, the Madison County Health Department announced this week it is offering grants of up to $10,000 for community-based organizations working to improve public health. If you have an innovative, evidence-based project addressing community needs, they urge you to apply to help make a difference. Applications are open for initiatives running from April to October of 2025. The deadline for submission is close of business on February the 28th of 2025. You can find out more and find out the application link to download the story up now at WBONTV.com. Well, the first Madison County Farmers Market meeting is fast approaching. For everyone who is interested in becoming a vendor for the 2025 season, you're welcome and encouraged to attend. Applications will be handed out and all questions can be answered by the board. Mark the date for that meeting. That will be on February the 10th from 6 to 8, the Madison County Extension Office at 230 Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Kentucky State Police Post 9 in Pikeville is asking for the public's help in locating a 43-year-old Jerome Norman of Raccoon. Norman is wanted on charges including kidnapping with serious physical injury, first-degree criminal abuse of a child, 12 or under, first-degree assault, and second-degree fleeing or evading. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is urged to contact the Kentucky State Police in Pikeville or your local KSP post. You can see a picture up now of that wanted individual. Well, a Laurel County man has been arrested after reportedly standing in the middle of the roadway and jumping in front of passing vehicles. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says Mark Roberts, 59 of London, was arrested Wednesday evening around 5:30. The arrest occurred on Lick Fork Road, approximately 4 miles east of London. While en route to the scene, a deputy was advised that the male subject had allegedly punched a vehicle that was passing by. When the officer arrived at the scene, he determined Roberts to be under the influence of alcohol. The suspect then became non-compliant when confronted, according to the officer, and the suspect took down the deputy, kicking him multiple times. The suspect was taken into custody after backup arrived at the scene. Mark Roberts was charged with alcohol intoxication in a public place, menacing, resisting arrest, assault, third-degree. Police officer Roberts was lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. Well, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office has released pictures and video from a recent burglary at the Skyview Mart on Stedmantown Road Lane. If you have any information about the suspect here, you're asked to please contact the Sheriff's Department. You can see the video and pictures up there on your screen now. A crash today in Lincoln County shut down U.S. Highway 27 for several hours and is still being investigated. The crash was just south of Stanford at the Halls Gap Hill, reportedly involving a semi-truck and another vehicle. We expect more details on the story later this evening, and of course we'll have that for you on our website, WBONTV.com. Well, a Central Bank location was robbed yesterday in Lexington. Officers responded to Central Bank on Southland Drive in Lexington around 3 p.m. yesterday afternoon, according to the Lexington Police Department. Police say that the suspect entered the bank and demanded cash. Tellers complied with the suspect, who was reportedly given an undisclosed amount of cash. The suspect then fled on foot and is still at large. 2 minors were arrested in Wayne County after allegedly shooting out the windows of a tractor, causing over $5,100 in damage. Deputies responded to a farm on Taylor's Grove Church Road on Tuesday following the criminal mischief complaint. Information provided by the tractor's owner led police to 2 minors believed to be involved. The minors reportedly admitted they intended to shoot out the car window, but instead targeted the tractor, which was parked in front of the barn. 1 minor was charged with first-degree criminal mischief. The other was charged with first-degree criminal mischief complicity. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office arrested a man on a DUI charge Tuesday, officials say. Police were called to the scene of a non-injury vehicle crash in a ditch off of Reuben Ridge Road. The driver, later identified as 43-year-old Christopher Creech, had reportedly fled the scene on foot. At the scene, officers say Creech was peeking around a tree off the roadway. Creech was taken into custody without incident. An investigation revealed that he had been driving while under the influence and was wanted on an outstanding warrant. Additionally, police found that the license plate was not registered to that vehicle. Creech was charged with operating a motor vehicle under the influence, no registration plates, failure of owner to maintain required insurance, display of illegal registration plate, and leaving the scene of an accident. Officials say that Creech also was charged on a Clay District bench warrant. He is currently lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. Well, 1 person was found dead inside a home after a fire Wednesday night in Pikeville. Firefighters and Kentucky State Police responded to the call just after 10 last night. Investigators say they found 1 body inside the structure fire on 23 South on Caney Drive. Pike County Coroner Kevin Hall told WBON-TV the body has not been identified officially at this time and was sent to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort for an autopsy and official determination of identity. KSP is investigating the case. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Got some rain moving into the area. We've got Sam in the Weather Center. Going to take a look at the forecast coming up next.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mamoot Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mamoot Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
It's time to winterize your home, and Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is here to make sure that your home is ready for when the snow and everything that comes with this time of year finally makes it our way. Call today and schedule a free inspection and consultation with an honest source that is willing to make sure you get what you need. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook or visit KentuckyRoofWorks.com for more information.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. Got some rain moving into the area. Sam's going to be in that weather center. Going to let us know how long that's going to stick around here, Sam.
We started off a little bit of sunshine, and then, of course, the clouds have been thickening up, and now comes the rain, which will be over us as we head on through the overnight and even through most of the day here on our Friday. Kind of wrapping things up, though, a little bit in the morning with the main wave. Well, we see all that rain coming across. Here we are at 7 p.m. And by 7 a.m. on Friday, pointing out here again, that first wave is going to be moving by. Then there's this little gap right here behind this front, followed by another little trough. And so between those two, this front and that trough, we could have a little sunshine and trigger off a couple showers again in the evening. But by and large, the rain will be over with here on our Friday morning. There is a marginal threat for some flash flooding. As we head into the morning, watch out for some ponding on roadways. Good soaking rain moving through. Wrapping up around lunchtime on our Friday. Again, there could be a second round, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's only about a 25% chance of that happening right now. Regardless, as it moves through, we'll have the low clouds and some fog forming on our Saturday morning. Overall, though, a pretty mild looking forecast. So there's the rain. Here we are at 4 or 5 p.m. Some clearing, couple spotty showers or thunderstorms possible in the afternoon, early evening hours, and then we'll get some of that fog in here by Saturday morning. Rainfall amounts, a good 1.5 to 2 inches. Low temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s, and daytime highs with perhaps some clearing in the afternoon, just minor clearing. We'll get some breaks in the cloud cover, and we'll hang out around 61 to 59 in Irvin, and Richmond here around 61. Looking ahead, some overnight fog here Friday night into our Saturday morning. Saturday's the one cool afternoon, more seasonable, high of around 50. We warm right back up on Sunday, highs again near 60.
Thanks, Sam, for that forecast. Of course, you can find that anytime up at WBONTV.com. You can also check that out on our Facebook page. One Eastern Kentucky community does not currently have the fire protection they expect. The City of Martin Fire Department in Floyd County is in the middle of a shutdown at odds with the city's mayor. According to representatives with the fire department, they handed over their calls and requested mutual aid from surrounding departments as of 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday to try to ensure their community was covered if fire calls came through. Chief Brandon Salisbury says the shutdown has to do with the funding the department, and he says he has been ignored by Martin Mayor from Sam Howell. He said the department requested fuel for its trucks on December the 13th of last year and still haven't received any, claiming they were told it will be February 10th before they get that fuel. Salisbury said it's not the first time we've dealt with these issues. Salisbury and the department representatives will be hosting a news conference about that issue this afternoon at 6 p.m. at the fire department. Knox County man Wesley Mills of Flat Lick faces charges after a man was shot in the knee. Knox County deputies responded to a report of the incident on Nan Duff Road, January the 25th. Deputies stopped Mills as he was leaving the area in a truck and discovered he had been firing a weapon near that victim's home. The investigation revealed that Mills had been target shooting a .22 caliber rifle at a garage pile when the projectile ricocheted, went through the door of a house trailer, and struck the victim in the knee. 2 other individuals were inside the home at the time. Mills was charged with 4th-degree assault and 3 counts of 1st-degree wanton endangerment. He's lodged in the Knox County Detention Center. Well, sometimes children are unfortunately involved in emergency situations. The Kentucky State Police aim to minimize the stress or anxiety brought on by those tough situations by providing stuffed animals to any children involved. KSP says you can help support this initiative and also give a gift to your loved ones in one purchase. KSP is hosting a special Trooper Teddy Bear sale from January the 30th to February the 16th with a special discounted price at $20 each. Those who order a Trooper Teddy online by February the 7th with select shipping will also receive a free sheet of Trooper Teddy Valentine cards and some seasonal fun. Trooper Teddy Bears can be ordered online at trooper-project.square.site or purchased directly from any KSP post. Online orders can be shipped to your home for an additional fee or picked up for free at your local KSP post. The Trooper Teddy Project relies solely on donations and the sale of bears to sustain itself. 100% of the proceeds are used to purchase additional bears to distribute to children in need. Well, speaking of children, in Frankfort Wednesday, Prevent Child Abuse Kentucky announced a new initiative called the Upstream Prevention Academy. Reportedly, the program will allow for at least one person from every county in Kentucky to receive training in the latest child abuse and neglect prevention strategies. Jill Seyfried, the executive director of Prevent Child Abuse Kentucky, said, "We are not aware of any other program like this in the nation, and we will go into the communities, train community members to help prevent child abuse and neglect." Seyfried says that while the training will start with one person, the knowledge will spread. Our goal is that each one of those trained individuals will conduct training and train at least 50 people within a 12-month period. Program graduates will have had training on topics including stopping child sex abuse, identifying shaken baby syndrome, and preventing abuse and neglect. Governor Beshear included funds in his original budget proposal that would help support the Upstream Prevention Academy. The idea for the academy is simple. Governor Beshear stated, "We need more people who can recognize when a family is in need and stop it before we see types of abuse or neglect." Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman said that the program will have a positive impact on Kentucky communities, particularly our rural communities who often have fewer resources and maybe even less support than other places. For more information, and if you are interested in joining Upstream Prevention Academy, you can go to their website, pcaky.org. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Michael Watkins up next with the latest sports report here, live at 5.
The EKU men's and women's basketball teams are both looking to stake their claim as the top team in the Atlantic Sun Conference, and WBON TV is excited to bring you live, free over-the-air coverage of Colonels basketball. Select games are set to air free over-the-air on WBON TV, including 5 big conference games for both the men and women. For a complete list of games or to learn more about how you can watch, visit the WBON TV Facebook page or WBONTV.com. Sponsored by Chenault Vineyards, Kentucky Public Service Commission, the City of Richmond, Botany Bay, and Davis and Haymond PSC.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service in a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nidad again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Plenty of basketball action to go around tonight with several of our high school teams playing games tonight, and both EKU men's and women's teams in conference games as well. With a preview of those games tonight, we turn to Michael Watkins in today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report.
Hey everybody, welcome back in to the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report on this Thursday edition. And following a big win from this past Saturday over here at Florida Gulf Coast, the EKU men's basketball team hits the road for a one-game trip tonight, taking on Lipscomb in Nashville. Coming off that win on Saturday, it was an 81-77 victory over the first-place Eagles, but prior to that win, the previous three games were an overtime loss at Austin Peay, a three-point win at home versus Bellarmine, and a buzzer-beating loss to Stetson on a half-court shot. Meyer Wall scored a career-high 18 points and career-high 32 minutes over the weekend. It was by far his best game as a Colonel, as he also reached career-best numbers in field goals, field goal attempts, three-point field goals, free throw attempts, and rebounds. And for the Colonels to continue marching up the ASUN standings, they'll need more games like this from Wall. Lipscomb is 14-7 overall and 6-2 in the ASUN. The Bison's two league losses were to Queens at home, 75-73, and at North Alabama, 74-64. Lipscomb beat Central Arkansas, 68-55, themselves on Saturday, and Jacob Ognosovich, a 6'8" forward who missed last season due to an injury, was a first-team All-ASUN pick in 2023. He leads the team in scoring at 18.5 points per game and rebounding with 7.9. Lipscomb leads the all-time series 3-2, and the Colonels are 0-3 in games played in Nashville. In the last meeting, the Bisons earned an 81-67 win on March the 1st of 2024 on their home floor. EKU went up 9 in that game, 43-34, early in the second half. However, Lipscomb strung together a 16-2 run to take control of the game and looking to do that same thing tonight in what should possibly again be another must-win for A.W. Hamilton's team. You can listen to all the action from another highly important conference affair for the Colonels on our sister station, 100.7 The Coyote. The tip-off is set for 8 p.m. The EKU women's basketball team returns to Richmond for a crucial ASUN Conference home series beginning tonight against Jacksonville before welcoming in North Florida on Saturday. EKU has lost 5 of its last 7 games and enters this week's slate 9th in the ASUN Conference standings with a 3-5 record. However, the Colonels have scored 90 or more points in their 2 wins against North Alabama and Bellarmine during the losing stretch. Jacksonville enters play on Thursday with a 10-10 overall record. They are 4-4 in ASUN play, winners of its last 3 games over Austin Peay, West Georgia, and Queens. The Dolphins are led by senior guard Eden Battle, who leads the conference in scoring, averaging 21.4 points per night. Since her return to action on January 16th, she has scored 20 or more points in 4 consecutive games with a season-high 31 points against Lipscomb 13 days ago. It's a must-win for Greg Todd's team as they return to Baptist Health Arena, and you can catch the call on another one of our sister stations, Y92.5 WEKY, the pregame coverage beginning at 6:30 for that one. We will be live tonight ourselves for the in-county matchup between Madison Central and the Berea girls. Coverage will begin at 7 p.m. with senior night festivities on WBON TV Channel 9 and streaming as well. Looking forward to another big night of hoops around the county with many more of our coverage teams in action as well. For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay. When Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond, call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels! Is it here? Hey Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO. Well,
thanks for joining us today on Live at 5. Don't forget, we've got a couple of games on here tonight on WBON, Facebook, and YouTube. And of course, don't forget to come back tomorrow. More news, weather, and sports. And on Friday, we've got your Weekender Report. We'll be getting you up to date with all the great things going on in the area. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow, Live at 5.